Hello guys and welcome back to Thailand Adventures with Dan. This is now part 3 of my Thailand bar girl story. If you want to jump straight to part 1, click up here or check the description and let's get on with the video. So there was many moments where I came across the girl that I was seeing, the Thai girl, like either in the bathroom having a bath or just sat on the sofa and just crying, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she'd say something like, oh, I miss my children. She had children. I miss my children. I'd like to go and see them. And sometimes she wouldn't even tell me why she was crying and stuff. I just thought she had a bit of bipolar. She's a bit weird. Can get a little bit down and a little bit depressed sometimes. And she even said to me like, yeah, I can feel a bit down sometimes and stuff, you know. I've spent a long time staying away from the family, etc. So me, Mr. Nice Guy, basically said, go on then, we'll go and visit your family. Yeah, it kind of, a little trick worked. You know, let's go and visit your family and go and see them, etc. So we did do. I bought a second-hand car for around about, I don't know, less than, about, I'd guess around about 150,000, just some cheap crap car that was second-hand. And we used that car to go to Chayapum, drive there, and to be able to drive back. Met a mum, met the kids, everything great. Mum started to ask for money straight away. Started to talk about things that she wanted done around the house, etc. And I already said, like, you know, not a chance. You know, I'm not that kind of guy to do anything like that. And she goes, yeah, my mum's just hard work. She always wants money off me. It's hard for me to come back home without money, etc. She makes things very difficult because she looks after the children and she expects something in return, you know, blah, 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 blah. So I stuck to my guns anyway, guys. And I just, we stayed there for a couple of days. I'd stay in a hotel. There was no way I was staying in that house. I was brand new to Thailand. There was no way I was staying in a Thailand village house. So I went back, stayed in a hotel not too far away and let her spend time with her family for a couple of days. So we drove back to Bang Sarai and went back to the house, etc. in Chonburi near Pattaya. And over the next month, I would say, things started to go really downhill. We started to get into arguments, didn't see eye to eye. Just general like problems, and I started to feel like I'm not too happy with this relationship, and I started to think, how can I get out of this relationship now? When we went out together, I didn't really enjoy it. You know, if we went to the bars or went to the restaurants, I stopped enjoying her company. When I went out alone, she'd give me drama. She was very jealous. That's how Thai women are, guys, to be honest. They're very jealous because they're scared that somebody else, better looking, is going to steal you away from them and they're going to have to go back to the bar or whatever, you know. So yeah, we started to get a lot of problems. So in all honesty, guys, I just felt like I've had enough of this. You know, I'm here for 6 months. I don't want dramas. I just want to enjoy myself and have a good time. And also I need to decide at the end of this 6 months what I'm going to do with my life, because I've literally ended my whole life back in the UK. So I told her that I wanted to end the relationship. Dun dun dun. So next minute I want to kill myself. I don't want to be here. I don't want to live anymore. I've had enough. And all this crazy drama stuff, yeah, starts going super crazy. And she locks herself in the car and starts wrapping a phone wire, yeah, around her neck to choke herself in the car. And she's proper pulling tight. Like, I could see how tight she was pulling. And the only thing that went into my head, guys, was, flipping heck, if she kills herself, like here, are the police going to think that I've killed her or something? So I thought, bloody hell, I can't let her kill herself, yeah? That's the first thought that went into my head. I thought, I'm going to get bloody done for murder here. So I'm saying, please, you know, just stop. You know, don't do that kind of thing. As she keeps doing it, and she keeps doing it, and I could see her going, and her face going red, and water coming out of her mouth. So I thought, bugger this. And then I tried smashing the window with my elbow. And and it wouldn't smash. I thought in movies it seems to smash quite good, but this window, no, it was like reinforced glass. So anyway, I'm shouting at her, and then eventually she stops, and then I thought, bloody hell, you know, what's going on here? So I just tried to calm the situation down, make it all relaxed, try to calm her down, and just say, you know, no, let's just talk, let's work it out kind of thing and stuff. And cut a long story short, guys, I wanted everything to calm down that much. I just said, all right, let's just leave everything for the time being and we can talk again, blah, 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 yeah? And just left it and tried to ignore what just happened and just get on with things, you know. But in the back of my mind, I thought, bloody hell, this is crazy. So, guys, things kind of escalated from there, and I started, like, going out a lot more on my own. Started enjoying myself like a hell of a lot more, like you do in Pattaya. And then I started to buy motorbikes and stuff to give myself something to do, to drive around. Got my driving test done and sorted myself out. Then decided to get a proper car because I was sick of the second-hand car that I bought, kept breaking down. So I put a deposit down for a Ford Ranger with monthly payments, which I couldn't do in my name, or at least I thought I couldn't do in my name at the time. So we had to do it in her uncle's name because she wasn't working, so she wouldn't be able to get the dao. The dao means that's Thai, but it means like the payments, you know, the money that they borrow you in order for you to be able to pay the monthly payments, etc. So she put it in her uncle's name, which I wasn't really bothered about because I wasn't paying like $1 million baht for the car. I just paid a deposit and then the monthly payment. So I thought, if I've had enough and we break up or I don't want the car, etc., then I don't mind losing the deposit. I don't care. We just need a car that's going to be reliable so we can drive around because it's so blooming hot in Thailand. Then following all this, the owner of the house must have sniffed, must have been able to smell that I had money, and he decided to talk to me about possibly buying the house that I was in. It was for sale for 10, 11, 12 million baht, something like that, if I remember correctly. And he said, rather than spending 35,000 baht per month, why don't we like use that money for like a mortgage or whatever, pay a deposit, so I know that you definitely want to buy the house, and then I'm happy for you to make monthly payments over, say, like a 5-year plan, and you can own the house. So listen to what this guy said, and I didn't do it straight away, and the 6 month was almost coming to an end, so I decided to get a Thailand Elite visa. I decided that I didn't want to go back home and I wanted to remain in Thailand. I didn't even want to fly back to England. I thought, what's the point? So I jumped online, found Thailand Elite, 500,000 baht for a 5-year visa, and I can remain in Thailand. So I bought the Thailand visa anyway, sorted it out. It was quite easy and simple to get as long as you've got money. Got the Thailand Elite visa, so then I thought, yeah, well, I'm going to be here for 5 years, so why don't I get the mortgage on the house? So I paid the deposit, which is a little over 100,000 or something like that, 100,000 baht, and then set up the monthly payments with him. And he did like a contract with a lawyer, so it was in my name, the house, but at the end of the 5 years, once I own the house, I need to put it into a Thai person's name. Now, I do know somebody who's kind of like family, who's lived in Thailand for a hell of a long time. He owns a very big fish farm. He's been married for a long time to a normal Thai woman. So I thought, if I'm single or I don't trust the woman that I'm with, then at the end of that 5 years, I can put it into his wife's name, and then I've not lost out and everything's safe, and I own my own property here in Thailand. So I thought, yeah, go on then, I'll do that. So guys, I ended up buying motorbikes, buying a blooming car, sorting out a house and everything. Yeah, I was totally set up, but the only problem that I had is that the woman that I was with was bloody bonkers. She was very depressive. She wasn't fun to be around anymore at all. It was just the relationship had totally died, guys. And a few more times I tried to end the relationship, and instead of locking herself in the car, she started grabbing knives, saying she's going to kill herself. She started grabbing the hose pipe that's attached to the outside of the wall around the house, wrapping it around her neck, trying to hang herself. And everything started to get a bit mental, yeah? And it started to send me mental as well. So I found it very hard to escape from this woman because I was scared about her killing herself, in all honesty. And I know a lot of you guys are going to think, you should have just got off, Danny, you should have just sold everything or whatever and just gone on your merry way and left her because it was just a disaster. So instead of doing that, I decided that I need to get out of Bangsaray, I need to get out of this house, and I need to try somewhere different and see if a new place and a new scenery away from all the tourist places is going to change anything. So we decided to move to Koh Rat, which is Nakhon Ratchasima. If goes by two names, the old name is Koh Rat, the new name is Nakhon Ratchasima, but it's the same place. So we went there, guys. I sold some of the bikes, so we only had 2 bikes at the time, a Honda CBR, I think, and a Honda PCX. And we had the Ford Ranger car. So we went there, got into a house that was around about 15,000, 17,000 baht. So it was much cheaper than the 35,000 baht that I was paying. And we was all set up in this new house. And like you'd expect, guys, when you go somewhere new and everything's fresh and different, then everything's going to be okay for a little while. Maybe lasted around about 1 month, 2 months, where everything started to be happier and better. But in Koh Rat, there's not much to do. There's lots of traffic and stuff. It's a proper Thai city. So I wasn't really enjoying myself too much in this new city. Okay guys, that's the end of part 3 of the story. Hope you're still enjoying it so far. Please click here for part 4, or you'll find the details down in the description, and I'll see you again in a second.